Thursday. I wanted to my hair, and I'm just done with it. It just doesn't want to work. I just need to spend some time with it this morning. But this morning, I wanted to talk about comparison. You might hear my dog cry because he's staring at me. I feel like we're always comparing ourselves to somebody else, whether you're a mom and comparing yourself to another mom who has it all together, where it appears like her kids are perfect, they sleep in their own beds at night, they eat all their fruits and vegetables, like all of these things. Or you're another mom who compares herself to another mom's body image, meaning that this one mom is all put together, her hair is long and gorgeous, she's tan with the fake eyelashes and all these different things, and she looks absolutely perfect. Or maybe you're a college student or a high school student or whomever, and you compare yourself to somebody else's grades, somebody else's progression. Like one of your friends is always getting straight A's, she's on the dean's list, she's doing really good and all of these things. And you're comparing yourself to her and thinking, why don't I have those good of grades? Or I must suck because I have more time, I have more whatever, and my grades just are terrible. Or maybe you are another Beachbody coach and you see another coach that has so many followers, that has such an amazing transformation and all of these different things, and you doubt yourself and your abilities because of whether you're a coach or maybe it's another MLM company that you're in. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm not gonna edit that out. You compare yourself to her because you think you're failing. When in reality, you guys, do you ever stop and think about their storms, their stories, what got them there, what it took for the mom to have the kids behave well and eat well, what it took for that mom to have them sleeping in their beds at night? Or have you ever stopped to wonder that maybe the mom who looks like she has it all put together could be broken inside? Have you ever stopped to think that the student, your friend who has the really good grades, or the other coworker that's doing really well in work, have you ever stopped to think of what they went through to push themselves to get there? So many people will look like they have it all together because it's the only thing that they can hold on to. It's the only thing that gets them out of bed every morning. It's the only thing that helps them cope. They could be dealing with serious issues like drug addictions or alcoholism, or it could be something super, super serious. And that's the only thing that helps get them through what they're dealing with. So many people just assume that their lives are perfect, that there's nothing wrong with them, when in reality it could be like they have even a family member going through something like that, or they have a chronic illness, or whatever the case may be, and they use these things to make themselves feel better. And it could also simply be the fact that they started before you did. There could be, it could go back to high school, where this one girl busted her butt in high school and she started getting better grades in college because she kept that momentum up. She kept studying, she kept pushing herself, and she kept driving herself to be the very best. But you guys, whatever the case may be, whether it be the perfect mom, the perfect kid, the perfect home, the perfect grades, or whatever you keep claiming is perfect, those people worked their butts off to do that. Either they worked hard or they're using it to make themselves feel better. A lot of times mamas will put herself all together because her family is falling apart, or she puts herself together because her kids are being extremely difficult, and that's what she has to make herself feel better. Or the house is perfect because she struggles with OCD and perfectionism and anxiety, and she feels that if she's not put together, that she's not doing her job, or her house is a mess because, or her house refuses to be a mess because of in-laws that judge her daily when they come to visit. And then there's sometimes where people just really want the best in their lives, where they really want the good grades because they want to have that good job, where they look really good and their houses look really good because they appreciate the value of their image inside and out and their home. But by comparing ourselves to them, we are immediately causing ourselves to fail, because not any one of us, not even if you are an identical twin, are we meant to have the same exact life, the same exact features, the same exact, even our abs aren't even going to be shaped the same. We are all made uniquely. We may all be cut from the same cloth, but not a bone or a freckle or a hair on our bodies are going to be the same exact as somebody else. You might have the same exact hair color, but your hair is going to be different. You pull a piece of hair off your head and hers, one of them, I guarantee you, is going to be curly at the end, and the other one is going to be straight. You cannot compare your life to somebody else's and expect to have the same results. You just can't. And so that ends up causing us to judge people, to assume the worst in people. And then that causes everybody to start hating and just being nasty towards one another, because we just assume that people are the way they are because of them thinking they're better than somebody else, that they assume their lives are better, or whatever the case may be. And sure, unfortunately, there are people out there that think that. But at the same time, it's not that we're better than one another. It's just some of us have more desire to put in the work, or some of us have more willingness to make things happen, or sometimes some of us just don't have any other choice. But whatever it is, before you start comparing, before you start judging, whatever the situation may be, always think about what may have had happened for this person to get to where she is and who she is right now. It could be something serious, or it could be just the fact that she worked her tail off to get to where she is. So today, before you judge yourself, before you compare your success to somebody else's success, or your failures to somebody else's success, stop and think about their story. Stop and think about what they may have been through or currently going through to get to where they are, because whatever it may be, nothing's ever just handed, and if it's handed, it's not going to last. So if you see somebody who is acting out because she has everything in her life, then chances are she's not going to keep anything for very long, versus somebody who worked her tail off to get there. It wasn't an easy process, and you should praise her and congratulate her for the hard work and ask her maybe to help you instead of judging. But no, your body, your life, your mind is different than the person sitting next to you, and love your journey and your process along the way, because you keep pushing yourself and you're going to end up loving your body and your results just like she does.